Yuzo's mother had sent her on an errand to buy Maggi noodles from a nearby shop, and she had to navigate the quiet streets alone. As she walked, the only sound was the soft crunch of her sandals on the gravel path. Yuzo's thoughts were consumed by the delicious aroma of the noodles and the prospect of a warm meal waiting for her at home. She quickened her pace, her eyes fixed on the shop's neon sign in the distance. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. The old woman's face was shrouded in darkness, but Yuzo could sense her piercing gaze. "Child, take this," the woman said, her voice low and mysterious, as she handed Yuzo a sweet biscuit. Yuzo's instincts told her to be cautious, but her hunger and curiosity got the better of her. She took the biscuit and bit into it, savoring the sweet flavor. As she did, she felt a strange sensation coursing through her veins. The old woman vanished as suddenly as she appeared, leaving Yuzo feeling bewildered and disoriented. Yuzo continued on her way to the shop, but she couldn't shake off the feeling that something was off. As she bought the Maggi noodles and headed back home, Yuzo began to feel a creeping sense of unease. She couldn't explain it, but she felt like she was being watched. The streets seemed darker and more menacing than before. When she arrived home, Yuzo's mother was busy cooking dinner. She greeted Yuzo with a warm smile, but Yuzo's response was muted. She felt like something was wrong, but she couldn't quite put her finger on it. As the night wore on, Yuzo's unease only grew. She couldn't sleep, and her mind was filled with strange and vivid images. She felt like she was losing control, and the darkness outside seemed to be closing in around her. And then, the first sign of trouble appeared. Yuzo's fingers began to tingle and ache, and she felt an overwhelming urge to bite. She tried to resist, but it was no use. Her body seemed to be acting on its own, and she was powerless to stop it. The consequences of that midnight encounter were only just beginning to unfold. Yuzo's life would never be the same again. Yuzo's fingers tingled and ached, and she felt an overwhelming urge to bite. She tried to resist, but her body seemed to be acting on its own. The sensation was unfamiliar and frightening, and Yuzo didn't know what was happening to her. As she struggled to control her newfound desire, she began to notice changes within herself. Her senses seemed heightened, and her reflexes quickened. She felt a strange connection to the darkness outside, as if it was calling to her. Superscript 1. The night